Now, crafting. Forge. Okay, let's have a look at what options we have available on the Black Forge. A lot of this stuff, well, all of this stuff was uncovered when we crafted our first Black Forge, so at least now I can take you through what options we have. So we have Carapace arrows, which are the next level of arrows. They do 72 pierce damage, well, 30 to 51. They also have 15 knockback, so we can make some more arrows if we do want to continue using our Draugr Fang. We have Himinafel. Might not be a hammer, but Thor himself would approve of this weapon. So this one is a two-handed spear, it looks like. Does 85 pierce damage, 40 lightning damage. It only uses 20 stamina. Doesn't have a huge amount of block or parry, and it does have a reduced movement speed on it. We have Jotunbane. Not even the giants of old could weather the poisonous bite of this weapon, which is, it is a slash and poison damage axe. I'm guessing it looks a bit like an axe. We have bone bolts, carapace bolts, and iron bolts. I'm guessing bone and iron are quite cheap to make. Yeah, bone and feathers, wood, iron and feathers, but then we have carapace bolts, which are a bit more expensive, but they do a lot more damage. They actually do the same as carapace arrows. And then we have this, spine snap, next level of bow. Using this bow is backbreaking work, so so worth it. Oh, but so worth it. I can't speak today. This one does 72 pierce damage, 5 spirit. This will be good against undead creatures. It's got a 3 times backstab bonus. Obviously doesn't have any kind of block or anything. It does also have a 14 per second draw stamina usage. So when you're drawing it up to full strength to deal the most amount of damage, the longer that takes, the more stamina it's going to use, because it's using 14 per second. So you want to have a pretty decent... What does this one have? This one has 10 per second stamina usage, so yeah, you want to have a decent like archery or bow using skill to make full use of this. Next we have a carapace breastplate, a breastplate crafted from the burnished carapace of a giant insect. Uses carapace, scale hide, iron, and refined iter. So again, here we are, iron. We need iron for the one of the armor sets, I'm guessing. I'm guessing there's other armor sets. But this does give us 32 armor per piece. If we hover over the padded, this also gives us 32. So the base level armor of the Mistlands gives us the same armor level as the fully upgraded padded set from the plains. So as you can tell, with upgrade levels, this is going to be huge improvement. Next we have the Arbalest. This is a crossbow, so you'll have seen the Diverger rogues using these. Slow but powerful weapon. This is the one I'm going to use because look at that pierce damage, 200 for a start. Pretty mad. Now with crossbows they work a little bit different from bows. You don't have to draw them up and hold them. You don't have to draw them back, and it takes time to draw the actual string before you fire. It's a one-click use, so essentially you just have to wait. You have to kind of be stood still. I think you can still move around whilst you're actually reloading the crossbow. But whilst you're reloading, you can't sprint, you can't jump, because otherwise it cancels that reload. So you have to give it, I think it's 1 or 2 seconds for the crossbow to be reloaded. And then it fires pretty quickly, does a huge amount of damage. I actually have used one of these against Gyols, and they're very effective. So I think the Arbalest will be what I use. Next we have Carapace Helmet. This one requires mandibles instead of iron. We have Skull and Hati. Stab once for those who betrayed you, and twice for those you hate. These are a set of 2 weapons. You have a kind of curved hook blade there and a dagger. Don't have a huge amount of block stamina, but they do have a 6 times backstab bonus, which is huge, absolutely huge. We have a Diverger Lantern. Doesn't really do much. I'm imagining it's just a nighttime thing for when you're walking around, so instead of using a torch to run around and having the torch run out of durability whilst you're using it, you could have a Diverger Lantern, which will provide a light source, but it doesn't use wisps, so it won't get rid of the mist. Oh, excuse me, I'm very gassy today. Carapace Greaves, which are the legs. This one uses iron again. We have Carapace Shield, which is the standard shield. It would be the same as the black metal shield that we currently have, but it does have 96 block force and 60 block armor compared to 90 and 60 for the black metal shield. So the base of the carapace shield is actually better than our black metal shield just to start in terms of block armor. So we just block more damage, which is fantastic. 1.5 times parry bonus. And then we have the buckler, which has less armor and force, but does have a higher parry bonus. So we might consider using the carapace buckler. These again are using refined iter. One thing you'll notice that some of these items will be using refined iter. Spine snap does. Arbalest doesn't. Arbalest is just root, iron and wood. I might actually build one of these immediately. But we are going to have to build some bolts as well. Next we have Demolisher. A two-handed hammer. This mighty sledge yearns to wreak havoc. Does 145 blunt damage. That is ridiculous. Does also have a decent block armor and force actually. About half of the shield, but not bad for a hammer. Carapace spear. Sharp to jagged perfection. This spear is sure to be deadly. 115 pierce damage. Pretty decent. Crom, which is one of my favourite weapons, this guy I have used. Crom is a two-handed sword, as deadly as it is shiny, and it's very shiny. Does 150 slash damage, has some pretty cool animations on its attacks, has again a fairly decent block armor and force. But the weapon I might focus on getting first is this one, Mistwalker. This is a one-handed sword. The faint glow seems to slice through the mist, and if you'll notice from the crafting materials required, it needs 3 wisps. We could actually make this right now. This is very tempting. There's so many options of things to build. I'm quite excited with this. We could make this right now. Now the inherent bonus, it has 75 slash and 40 frost, so you keep the slowing effect from the very similar one to Frostner, the one-handed hammer we were using. That had a slowing effect from the frost damage it did. This one has that same effect. So it's a bit less damage than some of the other weapons, but slowing effect, and it has 3 wisps inside it. So this will also behave the same as your wisp light. In order for it to work, you will need to have it equipped in your hand. So if you end up putting it away, you're going to lose your wisp bonus. So I'm not sure how much it's going to be able to help us replace the belt. And I don't think it increases the radius of how much mist you get rid of by having more wisps, if you have your wisp out as well, but it's definitely something for us to have a look at. So yeah, this is the Black Forge. Just going to knock that down. Next one I'll have a look at, because we haven't seen this yet, is the Golder table. So we need 20 wood, 10 black metal bars, 5 black cores, and 5 refined iron. Hey, what happened to the refined iron we used to make that? Oh, we didn't use refined iron to make that. Oh, that was worrying. Oh, we're carrying too much, of course we are. Drop that down to 5. Okay. Now we need to... I'm actually going to take this down if it's done. Here it is. Sorry sir, I need your black metal bar. I can't even pick it up. Just place all of it back in there for now. Right, give me this, thank you. 5 black metal bars. We need 20 Yggdrasil wood. 20 Yggdrasil wood. Apologies, my Britishness is showing through. 20 instead of 20. That's the Yorkshire in me poking out every now and then. Anyway, and we need 5 refined iter. Beautiful. Right, black. Let's put it under here, can we? Can we put it under here? Okay. Golder table. Seal breaker, iter weave, staff of embers, staff of frost. Here we go. Magic, staff of protection, dead razor, a rune table, unfading candles. Wow. Hugin, hello. Trying your hand at scrying the runes, are you? I'm impressed, sorcerer. Charms and conjurations will take their toll. If you wish to master the arts, you must find appropriate sustenance. As it happens, the parts around here are looking ripe with all sorts of delicious new ingredients to gather. Lucky you. It's basically what Hugin, whichever one. What they were saying there was that you need to craft some food recipes that give you mana in order to cast the spells to use these things. Because if we look at the table, we have feather cape. What's this? Donning this cape makes you feel lighter, almost as if you could fly. Very weak versus fire, resistant versus frost. Feather fall. Ah, beautiful. What is gravity but an effect of entropy? Limit fall speed to 5 meters per second, fall damage minus 100%, and jump stamina usage minus 20%. 5 scale hides, 20 refined iter, and 10 feathers. This is a fantastic thing that we need right the heck now. Scale hide. We have it. Feathers. Woohoo! Yay! We're going to make this straight away. It's like main upgrade numero uno, Featherfall Cape. Because now we can explore the Mistlands, climbing up and down these huge mountains without having to worry about taking huge amounts of fall damage if we fall off. It sounds like something's attacking a wall. Can't really see it though. No. I think we're okay. Right. Feathers, feathers, feathers. Thank you very much. We're running low on feathers. We're going to need some more, which means we're going to have to hang around here and hunt some seagulls. There's one flying overhead. Oh, well, we saw a shadow, but I couldn't see the actual seagull himself. But yeah, we're going to have to do that at some point. I'm also going to have to remember some of the other areas we found feathers. Go and find some more of them, because we're going to want them for the bolts. But for now, and scale hide. There we are. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Gold table, feather cape, craft. Hooray! Feather cape. Can we upgrade it? We can. Wow, it uses iter to refine it. What does this look like? Oh, pretty. Right, let's get somewhere high, shall we? Right, here we go. Oh, yay, Slowfall. Oh, beautiful. I love it. And it suits our armor set beautifully. Look at that. Talk about fashion sense. Wow. Yeah, that's really nice. Okay. Let's see what else we got, shall we? So that is probably one of the biggest upgrades for the Mistlands. One of the first things you should build. I know it's a bit of a pain in the backside to get, because you have to do quite a lot of exploring and fighting and gathering before you even start getting any of the crafting, or at least I did. But I would highly recommend getting that as one of your first, just because exploring is going to be 10 times easier when you don't have to worry about fall damage. Anyway, next we have the Iter Weave Robe. These artfully layered robes have spells and charms sewn into every seam and fold. Iter regen plus 40%. We do lose movement speed from wearing it. It's only got 16 armor though. It does need linen thread. And 20 refined Iter for it. Jeez. Seal breaker, an object used to break a diverger seal. I'm guessing that this will be our boss. Sorry, this will be our queen. Basically our Mistlands boss item. So we do actually have to craft it rather than just finding it. Iter Weave Hood. Sorcery shows itself in the eyes, so most mages wear cowls to disguise their occult pursuits. This one has 20% Iter regen. Trousers. The trousers worn by mages are always especially tight. Discomfort fuels the focus that is needed for their magic. What the heck? Okie dokie. Then, here we have the fun part. Staff of Embers. The sweltering heat of Muspelheim seems almost pathetic compared to what this staff can do. So this is 120 blunt damage, 120 fire damage. So my guess would be that this fire is kind of like a meteor, or like a fireball, considering it does blunt and fire. So it must be something heavy as well as hot. And Staff of Frost. A staff as cold as the 3-year winter that will herald the end of times. Does 30 frost damage, uses 5 Iter, so I'm guessing this might fire many, many bolts of frost, like frost bolts. Staff of Protection, one of the ones I am thinking of getting. For a slight blood offering, it will protect the caster in a magical shell. So it uses 60 Iter, but also uses 40% of your health. But it does give you a magical shield that absorbs damage. It lasts for 60 seconds. Damage absorption, which is based on skill. So the higher magic using skill you have, the higher your damage absorption shell will be. You get 200. We do also get 5% movement speed decrease for using it. But yeah, so you're spending 40% of your health to gain 200 plus of a shell, like a shield, which is beautiful. Lasts for 60 seconds as well, so that'll be quite useful. Dead Razor. Sacrifice a bit of blood to raise the dead. upgrade the skull to spawn multiple skeletons and increase your blood magic to make them stronger. Oh, blood magic. That must be another skill. Uses 100 item, 40% health, and I'm guessing it just raises dead. Amazing. Oh, skeleton trophy, yeah. So, that is all the magic we have access to currently. Oh, can I not pick that up? Oh, carrying too much, of course I am. What do I need for Black Forge? I need Black Marble for that. So let's go over here. Oh yes, we're carrying a whole bunch of stuff that we don't really want right now. Place stacks and place stacks. Let's dump you back in there. Put the feathers. Oh no, keep the feathers in here actually. So the next thing we're going to build. Pop that back in there. Actually, I think what we will do is rebuild this sap. There we go. Right, Black Forge. I'm going to rebuild that quickly. I'm being quite conscious of time. We've been going for nearly 40 minutes, and I want to craft a couple more things before we call the episode, but I would also quite like to showcase some of them to you as well. So I'm going to try and speed up a little bit. 10 of the wood and 10 of the marble. Stonecutter, you are right in the way, sir. You're out of the way. Just put it there for now. Right, first things first, I want this arbalest. So 10 wood, 8 iron, 4 root. We need to go back and get some root. I know we deleted some recently, but I think we should still have a pretty decent amount left. Where am I going? Root is not over here. Root is in here. 30. Look at that. Don't know why I brought 30. I suppose we could upgrade the crossbow as well. We'll leave it here because it's an upgrade we'll want to use. Was it 4 pieces of iron? I'm going to take 6 just in case. Give me my cross. Oh. Oh, 8 iron. Jeez, I'm an idiot. There we go. Give me my arbalest. Hooray! Upgrades. Let's have a look at how cool it is. Oh, that's not it. There it is. Loading arbalest. With what? Looks like you can block with it. You are out of bolts. So as you saw there, the loading arbalest animation is something you need to pay attention to. Look how slow we move with it. This thing is like a shotgun, essentially, so yeah, we need to be careful using that. So for this I want carapace bolts on the top level one. We need 2 carapace, 8 wood, and 2 feathers. I'm pretty sure you do make 20 of them, so it's still the same as arrows. You still make a significant amount of them. So we can make a decent amount right now, which is good. Oh, where's the bolt? What am I missing? Wood. Of course I'm missing wood. We're always missing wood. Drop some of these back in here. We're not going to have enough to build it all straight away. Put you in there. Keep the feathers. I'll take these 2 back to home base because we don't need them right now. We have some wood there. Oh, that music changed. That means it's nighttime. Okay. It's not the end of the world. Okay, let's get some wood from over here, shall we? I don't want to go too far. Try and avoid these creatures. I don't want to get into a scrap. Let's just cut down a tree, shall we? Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Double creatures. 3 of them. Come on then. Oh, it's there. Okay. Oh, hello. What the heck are you boys doing here? A roaming band of followings. I was not expecting that. Can I not pick up anymore? No, I can't. That's annoying. Go away, Butte Perry's. Go away that. Can't even pick up coins anymore. Are we full? We are. That's irritating. Can I drop anything? Let's drop them. I kind of want the coins just because, you know, coins. Grab the black metal as well. We shouldn't really waste that. This is going to be problematic walking back with this. 317. Sod it. Let's just put this on. You feel stronger. Let's just go dump stuff, shall we? Ah, we still got a little bit of the Slowfall bonus there. Right, we don't need this. The stacks. Right, let's go back and make some of these bolts first before we call the episode. Yeah, we've got time. We got time. It's quite a long episode. I do apologise. I've been making a few longer ones recently. Valheim's just one of those games. Once I get rolling, I just want to keep going. But I don't want to have to cut this episode in half, so we'll just have this recording go for a little bit longer. Right. Feathers, carapace, wood. Perfect. Black forge, carapace bolts. We didn't drop off our old armour. Just going to make as many as we can. 160. Okay. Now have an arbalest. Watch if I jump, it makes the reloading animation start again. And if I sprint, it won't load at all. You have to be kind of walking. Walking is the only thing you can really do when you're loading an arbalest. No sprinting, no jumping. Let's see if we can find ourselves... I hear a seeker. Come on, little seeker friend. Oh, there he is. Oh, I missed. Oh, that's not good. Stop sprinting. Boom. Can't believe I missed my first shot. Oh, I missed the second shot. This is terrible. Why am I so bad at shooting? I don't have my wisp out either. So that is the crossbow. Strange that it wasn't doing like extra damage to the Seeker, but oh well. Still doing some pretty heavy damage though. Has taken some damage as well. Now, do we need to repair this here? Yes, we do. This is one of the reasons why I do want more black cores, because we want one each of these tables. So one black forge, one iron refinery, one of the gold tables, so that when we need to repair, we can just do that. But for the time being, it's not the end of the world. Right. We have more things we can craft, but for now, I'm happy with what we have. We are going to do a little bit more exploring, maybe gather some more black marble to continue building our tower. But for now, I think I'm going to head back home and call the episode. It's been a good one. I've quite enjoyed this. Again, I do apologise for missing half an hour of footage that I recorded right before this one. I have managed to cover everything that I did in that episode, or in that footage, so we haven't lost anything, but it's just silly of me to not notice that that was going on before I started recording properly, so that's another thing I'll have to pay attention to in future. Right, thank you everybody for watching. I certainly hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye everybody.